What is Sound Wealth Management? Sound Wealth Management is my company that's basically built out of disgust and frustration for the world at large and for the financial industry and the disservice that I believe that it's done to the American public at large. What is my book, I've Got a Guy? It's nothing more than a an outline of my journey that led me to the creation of Sound Wealth Management. And to give you some background, I guess it's simple to say this. There's a saying that says if all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. I think that can't be any more true than in the financial industry. There's a lot of different titles of people that all kind of wear the cape of financial advisor, but the the general public doesn't really know the difference. They don't know where to turn to. A stockbroker, for example, gets paid to sell stock. They're going to call you. They're going to tell you what they think the stock market is doing. I think that's funny because I've seen multiple results that show that people like Jim Cramer have been right less than 50% of the time on any rolling average. I've seen monkeys and I've seen cats in a recent survey research done in the UK that have actually outperformed multi-million, sometimes billion-dollar money managers. Point is, people don't know where the market is going, and that is not the value that a financial advisor brings, but that is what a broker does. I've seen money managers that get paid to beat an index. The market goes up 5%, they go up 6%, and they get $1 million bonus. But what happens if we have another 2008, and the market goes down 20, 30%? Well, what if they only go down 15%? They still lost the client 15% of their money, maybe 20 or 30% of their money, but they did 1% better than their benchmark, than the index. They still won because they beat their index. So the client loses money and they still get their huge Christmas bonus. I don't know if that's right either. Wealth management, which is the principles that Sound Wealth Management is built on, has no index. It's not paid to sell anything. The goal of wealth management is simply to get a client to their goals as best as safely as possible, period. Back to the hammer and nail. An agent is going to tell you need more insurance. A broker is going to tell you need more stock. A financial advisor at a large firm is going to tell you why you need lots of charts to tell you what mutual funds you need. But how many of them actually understand all the moving parts in your life? They understand your wills, your trusts, your tax scenarios. They understand your special needs. They understand your college planning. They understand that you have children that are in the business that are trying to figure out how to grow into your shoes. Maybe you have siblings. Maybe you have adopted children. Maybe you have parents that have long-term care needs or that you're helping to sustain, and there's an emotional as well as financial toll there. Wealth management looks at all that. For more than a decade, I've been in the financial industry helping families, and I've helped hundreds, probably thousands of families reach their goals. And I can tell you, I've seen very competent advisors, very competent brokers, I've seen very competent agents actually do disservice, not to any fault of their own, but do a disservice to their client for the lack of coordination, all the moving parts. There's a reason why more than half of Americans, according to the recent studies, are actually going to be forced to either cut back or downsize their life in retirement. Why is it that if all these people out of tens of thousands, if not more, financial advisors and the like are out there, why is it that an increasing number of people are actually getting worse and worse off as the world goes on? There's no education. There's no education in middle school. There's no education in high school. There's not even very much education in college. Yet we're expected as adults to learn all this information or to turn to someone that we trust. And we don't know the difference between one type of financial advisor and another. And it's not just the advisor. It's the people. You can have somebody with all the licenses in the world, but if they don't understand how to know the things that are most important to you, who matters most, what matters most, all the moving pieces you have to work with, and ultimately what it is that you're trying to accomplish, number one, what you're trying to win, the legacy you want to leave, the person, the values you are, then how can they help? A statement should not be the way a relationship starts. A statement should not be the end. I get disgusted when I see people say, I met with my financial advisor, or so I've met good financial advisors say, yeah, I'm going to go meet a new client, and I ask them to have their statements ready. And what are they going to do? They're going to grab a statement, they're going to ask them a few simple, meaningless questions, and they're going to grab a red pen or something along those lines, and they're going to go through the statement, and they're going to circle 10 things that they can find wrong. Well, anybody can look at any statement and find something wrong, particularly when you don't know the point. Perhaps someone bought a stock in one account, but they have a 401k with their major account over here, and you ask them to bring a statement, and they bring you a statement with this one stock, and you look at it and you say, well, based on my PE ratios and market data and where I think the Fed's going to move the interest rates, this stock is not the best one to own. We should sell it. They don't even know why you bought it. They don't even know the 401k that you have here. They don't even know the fact that you don't have any disability for the company that you own, and if you were sick, you would have no income coming in. What the heck did that have to do with this statement? So my problem is, don't start a conversation with anybody on a statement, and do not end on a statement. A statement is merely a byproduct of all the moving parts for understanding what it is that's important. Sound wealth management is about understanding what's important. I've Got a Guy is my journey through all of the pieces of the pie that I've been through as a broker, as an agent, as a financial advisor, all the disappointments that I've seen sitting across the table from clients, trying to help them understand what they can do within the limits of the buckets that I had to work with. I didn't want to do that anymore. I feel the public deserves more than that, and I know the clients that I work with deserve more than that. That's where Sound Wealth Management came from. I've Got a Guy is designed to help you understand those frustrations.